Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. EJ substantiations a kiss, Leo intelligencers on Holly, Paulina needs Melinda, Chanel seeks answers. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Monday, May 20th indicate that EJ Demera, Dan Feuerriegel, sees Nicole Walker, Ariane Zucker, kissing Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn. Leo Stark, Greg Ricard, sees Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis, with Tate Black, Leo Howard. Paulina Price, Jackie Harry, wants to rehire Melinda Trask, Tina Huang. Johnny Demera, Carson Boatman, and Chanel Dupree, Raven Bowens, see a specialist about the baby. EJ Demera substantiations a interdicted kiss. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Nicole was veritably worried after Holly's rant where she called her a bad mama. Unfortunately, Nicole's answer to this was to get sloppy drunk and blow off her assignment on the composition she and Eric had been working on. When Eric called Nicole, he realized what was going on and got her out of the bar. Eric took Nicole home so she could sleep it off. Still, Nicole had other ideas. EJ, who just got fired as DA, walked in just as Nicole kissed Eric goodnight. How will Nicole explain her unforeseen appetite to kiss her ex-husband? Is EJ witnessing exactly what Sloane Peterson advised him about, making him more determined to keep Jude's lineage secret? DOL spoilers. Leo Stark makes a discovery. Leo is formally keeping a secret after EJ paid him to keep his mouth shut. EJ clearly doesn't want word getting back to Nicole that Jude Brady, Oliver McClarty, is her son with Eric. Leo hasn't been paid to keep quiet about Holly. Will Leo try to blackmail EJ for indeed further plutocrat and end up ratting out Holly and Tate? Leo may decide he's doing Nicole a favor since Holly did overdose at the New Year's Eve party. Leo is technically responsible for Nicole losing her son, so maybe he feels shamefaced and wants to save Holly. Should Leo have just told the verity rather of causing trouble with Nicole and her son? Days of Our Lives spoilers. EJ substantiations a kiss, Leo intelligencers on Holly, Paulina needs Melinda, Chanel seeks answers. Days of Our Lives spoilers. Paulina Price needs Melinda Price to come back. Paulina may have gotten rid of Melinda simply because she didn't like her, but now she finds herself in need of a quarter attorney, and it seems that Melinda is the woman for the job. Of course, Melinda may not be too eager to work for Paulina after the way she got relief of her for no good reason. Will Melinda accept the job? Meanwhile, Johnny and Chanel have an appointment with a technical obstetrician to see what they can find out about their baby. EJ steals Jude daddy role, Sloane forced to taradiddle in Eric confession. Days of Our Lives, DOOL, spoilers reveal that EJ Demera, Dan Feuerriegel, will decide there's only one way to lock in his future with Nicole Demera, Ariane Zucker, and cut off her connection with Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn. Now that EJ has seen Nicole drunkenly kissing Eric, he realized their link still poses a trouble to his marriage. Days observers know this isn't the first time EJ's been bothered about Eric and Nicole's patient bond. It leave EJ milling over how he can amend that, and soon after, he put Sloane Peterson Brady, Jessica Surfety, in a tight spot. During the week of May 20th to 24th, EJ will deliver a harsh claim to Sloane. Days spoilers say EJ will make the rules demitasse clear and advise about the consequences if Sloane doesn't play by them. Although the real DNA results proved Eric is Jude Brady's, Oliver McClarty, father, EJ will plan to steal the daddy part anyway. Sloane will be forced to confess that Jude is Nicole and EJ's baby, indeed, though only half that concession will be true. In return, EJ might promise Sloane safe passage out of the country or some other way to lessen the legal consequences. Also again, EJ might hang to make Sloane vanish and advise about what his crooked family has always been able of. Sloane could evaporate off the face of the earth if she doesn't do what EJ wants. Anyhow, Days spoilers say EJ will make a new demand that ends with Sloane making a tough admission to Eric. DOOL's daily exercise videotape confirms that Sloane will claim Jude belongs to Nicole and EJ, so Eric will reel over that stunner. Eric presently just thinks Jude is his espoused child, but he'll be crushed once he has to surrender him to EJ and Nicole. Sloane will give Eric updates on the baby theft and just let him believe the fake EJ maternity news he formerly bought. Since EJ will believe a happy family with Nicole, Holly, and Jude is the only way to keep his marriage complete, he'll plan to raise the baby with Nicole as his own. Grounded on EJ's vaticination, Days of Our Life spoilers say he'll suppose he's sealing his future with Nicole, but he'll be sealing their split rather once the whole verity comes out. A medical emergency prompts EJ to eventually come forward about Jude. Days of Our Lives, DOOL. Spoilers allude that formerly again, Sloane Peterson Brady, Jessica Surfety, has dodged a pellet. EJ DiMera, Dan Feuereagle, lately learned the whole verity about Jude, and in light of the baby being Eric Brady's, Greg Vaughn, he's decided to keep quiet. He indeed paid Leo Stark, Greg Rickard, off to ensure the secret stays hidden. Suckers are back at the starting line of this story, but will it take for either Leo, or EJ, or Sloane for that matter, to come clean? Days of Our Lives spoilers, baby Jude Brady has eventually been cast. DOOL spoilers allude directors have thrown down the mask packets and suckers will soon get to see baby Jude's face. Young Oliver McClarty has been cast in the part, and it won't be long before suckers see the Sweetest Days star in action. Days of Our Lives spoilers, a medical emergency prompts EJ to eventually come forward about Jude. Could this mean a bigger part for the baby on DOOL? Is there a plot arising that will center around Jude? Could he suffer from a medical exigency? Is that why a real baby has been brought in? DOOL spoilers, a life or death situation telling the verity, being a good person, and easing a mama's mourning should be reason enough for any of the three parties to come forward and tell Nicole DiMera, Ariane Zucker, that Jude is hers. Still, Leo, EJ, and Sloane have their own selfish reasons for staying quiet. But what if Jude does have a medical exigency, one that requires a bone gist transplant from a parent? Eric might not indeed bother testing himself if Croakers make it clear that the transplant needs to come from a blood relation. This could also prompt Melinda Trask, Tina Huang, to come forward. Not only because it's the right thing to do in order to save the child's life, but also because as the counsel who reused the relinquishment, Eric may ask her to detect the child's memoir parents because of the exigency. She'll scramble, but may eventually do the right thing. Got a double whammy of bad news on Days. Stefan made an end run around E.J. and went straight to Mayor Paulina, with ruinous consequences. Plus, a crapulous Nicole made a move on Eric, with inversely disastrous results. Trimmy.J didn't see the train coming. Stefan, Brandon Barish, formerly again tried to maintain wife.J, Daniel Feuereagle, to renew Lee's, Remington Hoffman, murder case. E.J, riding proudly atop his high steed, Flatishchul refused and walked down, after which Stefan murmured that his family would lament it. One thing about the DiMeras, they always follow through with their pitfalls, and that's exactly what Stefan did. He went to Paulina, Jackie Harry, and presented the substantiation to her, which she also said was simply particular. So Stefan rattled off a litany of why.J was refusing to look into it, and particularly mentioned that he was gearing up to become endless CEO of DiMera Enterprises while contemporaneously working as district attorney. Upon hearing this, Paulina's eyes widened as she realized it was a conflict of interest. This was a good illustration of why she's a decent mayor, because she's not unrestricted, inclined, and is always willing to hear to someone. She ordered E.J to come to her office and tore into him about inclination for the CEO gig. In a most satisfying moment, when he asked if he was fired, she said he formerly was and told him to clear out his office. An angry E.J stormed straight to the manse and downed an alcoholic libation. It's nice to, finally, see.J taken down a cut. He was so trim in allowing he couldn't only railroad his family into giving up on gobbies.